Welcome to Dispatch Training Center, and it's me, Alex. Today we would like to share some reviews from our students. We are finishing our March class of 2025. Well, market is tough. My students understand that knowledge is a power, and certain steps the pro dispatcher cannot miss. What are those steps? How do you make your daily routine as a pro dispatcher in the USA? What are the red flags? What things you need to make sure you verify every load? Is this only the weight? Is this only if it's palletized? The rate? What is important? Does transit make sense? Commodity? Well, we're gonna figure out and we're gonna see our journey from beginning of the class till the end. Put like, put share, and our classes are intense. They are not pre-recorded. They are interactive, and you have a chance to have a real practical days as well. I'll see you in my class. Subscribe, like, share. Tell me, what do you think about dispatching in the USA right now, since you do have experience kind of in logistics, but in the other parts of our planet? Is that
Oh,
something that needs attention? Do you need to learn about this, or it's really easy? Tell me the honest review.
no, it's
What you
not.
what you were thinking about it, and after the class and after practice today, like reality. Can you do, let's start with this. Can you do it without knowledge?
Absolutely no. You can do only mistakes without knowledge. And just to
Okay.
make a lot of DS, how you usually say, and just to lose money of career of everybody actually.
Okay.
On each step you can lose money actually with mistakes.
Okay, so let's talk about beginning of the training until now. Do you see improvement for yourself?
Yes, because I was sure that I have some experience. It was car hauling, but it's absolutely different kitchen. It's absolutely different everything. Actually, different everything, different rules, different way of making this business of dispatching.
Okay. So,
Absolutely different story.
so do you think that you at least got the strong foundation now that you understand how it should go in a perfect dispatching? There is never perfect dispatching, but at least do you understand how to do it correctly? Try to do it correctly.
Try, yes. I do understand that I need to repeat. I would like to have all videos, all over our lessons, all our meetings, because each second you can listen something so much important. And you cannot find this information. No, it's only from experience. Each story has sense. Each story you have association in your head and you can memorize something. It's not because of reading or watching videos on YouTube. It's absolutely different way of
Okay.
studying.
So do you approve or disapprove the way I teach this training?
No, of course we must have it. Impossible. It's I don't know. It's suicide to start without this knowledge to
But
work like this.
do you think that, for example, taking pre-recording classes is gonna give you as much insights of the reality of today, exactly today in trucking?
For now, I want all our lessons just for me. I am ready to sign everything possible documents that I will never share it with nobody. It's just for me, for my brains. I will watch it instead of serials, movies, and everything, just to repeat, and to remember. Because home task I don't have time to make. Really, I don't have. Here I must be focused, but it's each second really costs a lot of money. Each second of your time which you share with us, and I need this records.
Okay, so
What can I say?
would you recommend my training?
Oh, of course, 100% to everybody. I already know new customers for you. Next
You
generation.
still smiling? You still smiling after today practice?
It's still hysteria because of everything what's going on here.
Well, thank you for choosing us. Well, you've been very, committing to the class, doing everything what you need to do, paying attention. Plus, again, you already have experience. So the only thing, like you said, it's going back, reading, putting back in your head, and sticking to your knowledge. Because doesn't matter what, we have a proof. We need to stick to those numbers. And sometimes things can be preventable, right? When you're gonna be working, if you approach dispatcher, probably you would not need to go and look for that load because you would already pre-book it yesterday. Doesn't matter if it would take you 2 hours yesterday, but you would do that yesterday because of the reality, right? So that's
Yes.
why the problem is right now with dispatch, and we need to train our stubborn owner operators and let them trust our experience and knowledge. Even though you're just starting to do this, but you have enough knowledge to make those decisions. And that's what we need to put in their heads. Listen, I'm not a secretary. Let me make decisions and let go with it for 1 week, for two, and then we will discuss. If you're going to listen to your owner operator, you will be dealing with this headache every day. But I'm very proud of you, and I see you as a future pro dispatcher for sure.
Thing. And what I really understood, what is important, actually, not to pre-book for tomorrow or day after tomorrow. You actually always need to remember how you will come back, how much it will cost for you to come back, and where you will come back, and with how, like empty, or with good money, or with at least zero, or how. Just to give everybody a job and to have zero, in fact, kind
Yeah,
of.
so that's why pro dispatchers, I told you, we never concentrate on one load. It's not about load today. It's
It's
about
about actual
a week.
business,
It's
like
actual
making business.
business. It's about how much we have girls a week, how much we have girls in 2 weeks, what are we doing or not doing, and how can we switch with the market, right? Because I
That's
said
right.
the market is like this low. Doesn't make sense to go to East Coast with $1,600 or by the way, while you guys were on a break, remember that Suntech, finally we finished refreshing the Suntech. And the thing is, that load which he posted for 3,800, remember from Chicago going to Miami or whatever, Mandalay? Oh, by the way, he said there is another pickup in Wichita, Kansas. So when you
Hello.
find Wichita, Kansas, it's like, what are we talking here about? And he's like, well, if you don't like it, you should not waste my time. And I said, well, you should tell that right away that it's a second pick because now this is not a load. It's driving around. It's a charity load, right? And actually, I recorded, so I will post it on TikTok. It was hilarious. And he started giving me a speech that I should not waste his time. Remember, who called about that load? Remember Mandalay to Miami 3,800?
I call her.
Yeah, you did, right, Rafael? Did he
Yeah.
mention that it was a pickup in Wichita, Kansas? No.
No.
So if you make the map right now, where is Wichita, Kansas? So now instead of 1,400 miles, you become into 2,400 miles for $3,800 plus the transit now is 4 days, right? So nonsense. Nonsense, nonsense, and nonsense. But that's what we do. Well, let's go to Rafael since I see Rafael next to Victoria on my screen. So, Rafael, first
Yes.
phone call you made today. How do you express your experience and what is there to improve for you personally?
I mean, the questions before asking for the price of the load, the commodity, is it palletized? I gotta make sure I ask them, the brokers, before I shoot a price, and be more straight, and yeah, of course, be more confident.
Mhm.
Um, yeah.
But what do you think? Because you started this, I don't know, did you had any experience in trucking or you had no experience in trucking?
Yeah, I had experience. I was a truck driver for like since 2021. I was in on and off. So I did some trucking over the road, even some local.
Okay,
Um,
so like knowing shippers, receivers, transit, it's easy for you, right?
right.
Understanding the trailer types, it's easy. So why didn't you just start dispatching? You already were a driver.
Uh, there's a lot of stuff I didn't know. I learned with you the off-road shortage and damage, the different insurance, the for reefer, like a lot of details I didn't know. Like I learned a lot from taking your class.
Okay, sounds good. So would you recommend my training?
Of course, yes, 100%.
100%?
I think you're the best dispatcher. Yeah.
Are you
Oh
sure?
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm more than sure.
So you
I'm more
recommend me?
than sure. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, of course, of
I'm just
course.
trying to get compliments, right? Right now. It's afternoon. My brains are exploding too because it's not that easy, guys, to do the practical sessions. But what can I say? Well, uh, I think the girls will agree. Remember, every time I would pick on him, he knew, right? Or if he did not know, he was still searching. So he was very active in the class, right, Rafael? So that means
Yeah.
that he put his effort, although he has three babies, right? What is the age? They are tiny, right? And what, 3, 2, 1?
Yeah. The 2, 1, and 2 months and two, yeah, 1 month.
Hey, three babies in a household, so it's not that
Yeah.
easy. So, well, first, thanks for the commitment because it takes a lot of time. He was doing all the homeworks, he was very present in the class, and I do think that you do have possibility to become a dispatcher, especially with your trucking experience. So you need to connect through that experience, right? So when you're gonna be advertising, well, first, what are you gonna do? Well, first, you're gonna make sure that why I am becoming a dispatcher? Because I went through the nonsense as a driver. That's why you should be with me because I know how to do it better, right? So that would be your pitch. For example, for
Right.
Victoria, well, she has experience with other parts. So she's multitasking. She knows how to build a business. So every person has a different way to get the carriage. So for you, this would be your previous background as a driver, and you need to push on that. But again, very proud of you. And I
Yeah.
know the first phone call, that's not easy. I know. I know. You did not cry. That's already good. Some boys cry in this class, and it's okay.
Right. Yeah, you just need to break the ice and keep on going.
Exactly. But don't, I just want to apologize. I hope you did not take it personal right after the first
Mhm.
phone call because I need to make sure that we're doing this. So that's why the first person, it's usually tough,
Right.
but you did a good job, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. It
For
will
the
be one.
night. A second job. It will be a second job for me for the night. Day I will be in my firm, and night I will be dispatching the USA loads.
You say a lot. So, okay. So, what do you think? Are you ready to dispatch?
Yes, but I need to be accompanied by somebody like you
Okay. I mean, that's
for a few days, maybe.
a few days, yes, because you need to make sure or the driver is going to help you out or somebody who is doing this can kind of supervise you, right? A little bit. So
Yes.
you can get that confidence. But in general, well, you understand how it works, right? Like paperwork, all of this, it's not a big deal, right? Transit hopefully makes sense for you now, right? Does transit make sense? What we
Yes.
look for, hours of service, restart, everything else. Okay.
I
Equipment.
learned a lot of information. It's a huge amount of information. And
Okay.
that's why it will be very um, to get to jump quickly in this job, not to forget all this information which is just in our brains like storming.
But it's okay. That's why you have PDFs. That's why you have PowerPoints. That's why you still have videos. Although I would like to redo some of them and eventually I'm redoing them little by little. But even if that video is posted 2 years ago, now, like Victoria said, you listen, yes, maybe numbers are different, right? But
Yeah,
still, you
but
catching
the
now.
sense, yes.
It makes sense now. So rewatching and keep kind of looking into information is gonna help you. Plus, again, when you start dispatching, Everybody runs their business differently. But your job is not to tell them how to do it, but improve their operations by switching little by little, right? Well, guys, we should probably eliminate that hat. Guys, we cannot afford to go too tall. So let's look at our operational cost maybe, right? So because, I mean, we are powerful women, right? Irina, especially you and me, 77, we can go and say, well, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Let me run your business. And it's not gonna really work because it's not our business. You're a dispatcher. But after we start doing this, we can start moving them the way they should go, right? So make sure you incorporate it because I gave you enough knowledge to show your value. But don't throw all of that in one day. I'm telling you right now, little by little.
I will pretend a little bit stupid, like Blondie and so on, to be taught by some people right here in Moldova.
We have a lot of smart blonde ladies here, and I used to be blonde, so that was not a cool joke, Irina. We are
But
in
in
a
our country, it's a joke. It
joke
still
ever.
works.
Okay, but let's put the jokes aside. So what do you think? Would you recommend my training?
Yes, of course. You are a professional.
I'm professional.
Good
Thank
experience. The best lady I ever seen.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Let's go to Christina. Also, new mom with a baby. Baby already getting certificate. He's a pro dispatcher for sure. Because on the background there, he was listening to us all these long hours probably. So what do you think, Christina? Do you like dispatching?
I do.
You do, right? It's fun, right? Do you feel powerful when you talk to the people? And again, when you start booking the loads, right? You're gonna get
Yes.
really like you're gonna really like, oh my God, really? I made them pay extra. I booked the load. My driver is moving. What do you think you need to improve for yourself?
I agree as well of needing a little bit more training to build that confidence, but I most definitely learned a lot at first when I heard about dispatching. I just thought it was just easy, pick up a phone call and just, book a load, but it's more to it.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Have you started telling everybody that you're learning how to dispatch?
No, I'm kind of in a healing process, so I'm kind of moving silently until I have more confidence within myself or what I would like to do.
Okay. But my recommendation for you, start talking. It takes time for people. So by the time they're gonna start taking it seriously, you will learn. So start sharing that you do something new, right? Because you never know when people need. Plus, you in strong Chicago area, right? And
Yes.
you still work at the gas station, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's my recommendation for you. Spend the $20, make that website, and maybe have the email there and start saying, well, in few months, I'm gonna be dispatching because you have people who come and they are looking, the people who open. So use that opportunity because you see people face to face and they know you. All right? So start using that opportunity because you will need to start somewhere. Also, would you recommend us? What do you think?
Of course.
Because after the first class, you probably were like, oh my God, so much information, right?
Yes.
Okay, so do you think that when you sign up for this class, can you just visit that Saturday, Sunday class, or do you need to spend like every day at least an hour a day towards this? Right? You need to have time, at least an hour a day, right? But you're not done today, so you are starting. Now you see how it goes. Now you know where you need to catch up, and you're gonna get there, right? We'll see how it goes. Maybe we will add like practical sessions, like an extra training with like 5, 6 students in May, and whoever signs up, and we can do more because you need to go back, refresh all this, and then try one more time. So I'll send you email, guys, So if you want to participate, you can sign up. But again, it's going to be only 5-6 people, not more than that. So you really can see the difference, right? But very proud of you. And you need to send me the baby's name so I can include him in certificate because he's a automatically pro dispatcher.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions, guys?
You've crossed the finish line and a new journey begins. Congratulations on completing your Pro Dispatch training at Dispatch Training Center, Inc. Equipped with invaluable skills and knowledge, you are now ready to excel in the trucking industry. Every mile you cover is a chance to learn, grow, and innovate. Remember, challenges are simply opportunities in disguise. Face them head on. With your expertise and creativity, you can revolutionize this industry. Each obstacle is a stepping stone, so adapt, innovate, and thrive. Believe in yourself, stay focused, and never stop learning. Together, we are shaping the future of trucking, one solution at a time. Celebrate the small victories and let your passion lead the way. Success is within reach. Keep your goals in sight. Ready to revolutionize the trucking industry?